Well, hey there. Glad you're here today. I want to tell you a story Jesus told, one that's simple, quiet, and real easy to understand, but somehow still manages to speak right to folks' hearts, no matter who they are or where they're from. It's the story of the Good Samaritan, a story about someone getting hurt, a few people walking on by, and one person who decides to stop and do the thing nobody else would. Now, I'm gonna take it slow, kinda like sitting out on the porch at the end of the day when the world finally stops rushing for a moment. So just relax, settle in, and let's walk through this story together, nice and steady, just the way it was meant to be told. Now, Jesus didn't just wake up one morning and say, "Let me tell y'all a story." Nope. This story got started because one fella, a lawyer type, sharp as a cactus thorn, stood up and asked Jesus a question.
"Teacher, how shall we understand the law?"
Jesus, being the master teacher, flips the question right back. "Well, what's written in the law?" The man answers perfectly. He says, "Love God with everything you got and love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus nods like, "Yup, go ahead and do that." But the man, well, he wasn't satisfied. He had one more question up his sleeve. "But who's my neighbor?" And that, my friends, is when Jesus launches into one of the greatest stories ever told. Jesus says a man was traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho. Now let me tell you, that road was no walk in the park, more like a hike through Bandit Alley. Steep cliffs, sharp turns, perfect place for trouble. And sure enough, bam, a group of robbers jump out, beat the poor guy up, steal everything he's got, and leave him half dead on the side of the road. Things do not look good. First up, a priest. This guy works in the temple. If anyone's gonna help, you'd think it'd be him. But nope. He sees the man, crosses to the other side of the road, and keeps right on walking. Maybe he was late for a meeting. Maybe he didn't want to get his hands dirty. Who knows? Either way, he's out. Next comes a Levite, another religious man, temple worker. Same thing, sees the guy, thinks about it, and then decides, nah, keeps going. And then along comes a Samaritan. Pause now. Jews and Samaritans, back then they got along about as well as two cats trapped in a potato sack. But this man sees the injured traveler, and he's moved with compassion. He bandages the man up, puts him on his own donkey, and walks beside him all the way to the nearest inn. He stays the night to take care of him, and the next day, he pays the innkeeper. Take care of him. I'll pay whatever else he needs. That's like saying, put it on my tab, however high it goes. That, my friends, is love in action. Jesus turns to the lawyer and asks, so which of these three was a neighbor to the man who got robbed? The answer's obvious. It's the one who showed mercy, the Samaritan. And Jesus says, go and do the same. So what's the lesson here in our world today? It's real simple and real powerful. Your neighbor ain't just the folks who live next door, or the people you like, or the ones who are easy to help. A neighbor is anyone God puts in your path who needs mercy, anyone you can show kindness to, even when it's not convenient. Jesus wasn't just telling a nice moral story. He was showing us how to live with a compassion that crosses boundaries, cultures, backgrounds, and comfort zones. So the next time you see someone hurting, struggling, or just needing a hand, remember this story and choose to be a neighbor. Because that's what the Good Samaritan did, and that's that's what Jesus calls us to do, even today. Until next time, my friends, adios, and may God bless you in every